So we're working on our comic book Albatross Junction. It's part of Orange Book Comics. And we're working on issue number 3 of Albatross Junction. This is actually a part of a 2-page spread. I'll back up and show you guys like the whole 2-page spread in a second. I just started coloring it, so there's just not too much like detail here. I'm Anthony. I'm here with Kevin, other co-creator of Albatross Junction. We've been working on this story for like 20 years. We got issue 1 and 2 out last year, and we plan on getting this issue 3 out pretty soon, probably within the next like 2 months. And let's back up and take a look at what I'm doing. This is a confrontation between the main character Donovan and just a monster that we got in our story, one of the Dybbuk. So if you check out issue 1 and 2, you'll see a battle between a different character named John Dobbs and a Dybbuk, this Dybbuk, and now we see Donovan facing off against the Dybbuks in this issue 3. So Donovan is using some Lumilight or Material Light protection system where he could like make these kind of like boxing gloves. You know, he could like add extra power to his punches and stuff so he could take on this giant beast. And what we have here is, let's go to the first panel of this page. So we have Donovan, which I'm going to use a lot of that like light brush, Kev, you know, like is it called light brush? Light
something
pen?
like that, yes. Pen light or some shit like that.
There's a couple things in this Procreate program that we use to color comic book, and one of my favorite brushes is this like light pen, which is able to, here I'll just show you real quick. And
yeah, those who got Procreate definitely have to be familiar with this.
They know what the light pen is. This is a lot of fun, and see, mine is already kind of there. But this is what the light pen does. So it makes like things look like a lightsaber,
like lightsabers,
or like a laser. So that's pretty cool. And what I plan for this sequence here is a lot of use of the light pen. But of course, I have to do a lot of work before I get to the stage where I get to have all that fun and to put in a highlight layer with the light pen. So I kind of colored everything like purple. I have to keep it really dark because this is like a really dark world that we're dealing with. There's no sun, and you just have like whatever light you bring with you. In our story, like the characters can like manifest things that they think of using a construction kit. So construction kit can take on like a bunch of different like shapes. So sometimes they carry a suitcase. Like in Donovan's case here, he has this belt or this bandolier, and what happens in this panel is he's kind of gathering the energies of his construction kit, which is basically the bandolier, and it's breaking up, and we have like a Bruce Lee style, like martial arts style, like kung fu kind of moving meditation going on here, where as the Lumilight Material Light construction kit that Donovan's going to fight this monster with starts to change into like what he's thinking it needs to change into. So he's going to make it change into, you know, like kind of like defense is his like shields that's going to be on his hands, but they also like are all offensive weapons. We could, you know, deliver like a powerful punch or uppercut to the beast. So as we move over on the double page spread here, we have Donovan who's like gathering that power of the construction kit. It's all going to be like glowy when I'm finished. Like right now it's just the first stages of color, but all this like is going to be like glowing material, probably like, I think we describe it in this story as like silver and blue. So it's all going to be like that color, and then we could use that color to like bounce off of like other things for a light source. So that's what I plan to do there. And then like the background here is kind of like, it's going to be snowy, it's going to be bad weather. Anytime a Dybbuk shows up, they have this energy or this disturbance to nature where they're not from the earth, so they're from a different planet. So like when they're breathing, when their heart's pumping, when they're angry, you know, it's like a horror movie. Like the environment changes a bit. So it's snowy. That's going to be another layer on top at the end too, you know, like a bunch of snow. Like me and Kevin have a lot of fun like putting that layer in at the end usually. And then this is the panel I was working on when we started the video, which is kind of like the farthest I got as far as color. So I've got like Donovan, he's got his like weaponry all set up, his construction kit turned into these like orbs, and that's what's kind of glowing. So like the creature jumps out of the shadows there. And then Donovan is here and he's facing off against the creature. Again, I'm going to have these things like glowy. We're going to have like more color, and you can see the creature is facing off against Donovan there. And Donovan uppercuts the Dybbuk right here, and partly due to the fact that,
nice.
Yeah, like he's got that construction kit, right? So just give a little extra power to his kung fu there, his punch. We see
show the whole Dybbuk's body, the way it's like getting folded and fucking beat. That body is nice.
And now our
Nice
Dybbuk is like missing a foot here. so
yeah, it's missing a foot. I see this.
He has like a bone sticking out, and that's because of something that happened in issue 2. So check out what happened in issue 2 between John Dobbs and the Dybbuk, because that's what happened to his foot. So then we see another panel where Donovan, had the upper hand. He had that uppercut, and now he's gonna jump in for. He wants to finish off the Dybbuk here, but the Dybbuk's getting angry, and the Dybbuk's not going to have any of that. So he, slashes Donovan. Donovan's going to get a little bit injured here. Dybbuk's kind of advancing. He's got Donovan in his claws, and the Dybbuk's got like basically like adamantium style, nails like Wolverine. So it's really dangerous to deal with the Dybbuk. But these things that Donovan has made with his construction kit's kind of blocking some of that power that the Dybbuk has there. So right there we see that, and it's just too much for the construction kit. Even though Donovan's got like the best of the best construction kit, he's like the leader of the free world here, so he's got like the best equipment. But the Dybbuk is a monster from another world, so it just slashes through Donovan's defenses there, and we see like all that luminlight, all that material light just busts up, and I'll do it up with the light pen. As Kevin knows, it's like my favorite pen. And then the series here ends, the panel here ends with the Dybbuk is choking up Donovan because he's blasted through his defenses. He grabs Donovan's neck, and now he's got him up against the Concordia, which is like a part spaceship, part like aircraft that Donovan flew into this area in. So this is like Donovan's ship called the Concordia. Now he's like up against it. And then I think Kevin has the next page that he was working on, which is the fight continues. And then in the next page 21. So let me work on some of this here. Check out a little bit of color I added to this. That kind of flushes this out.
Looking nice.
I think Donovan maybe needs to be a little darker. I don't know.
I think if you darken his center and kind of fade it out to the light, it'll be fucking perfect. You understand what I'm saying? Like solid black and fade it out to the edges, but bright edges.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's all he would need.
It look digital.
It's looking good. Like I'm telling you, man, I got pretty fucking snazzy with this brush, man. With this Pentel brush right here, the color brush. Ooh, it's looking pretty fucking clean and crispy.
That is nice, dude.
Look at this fucker here.
Kind of looks like, like I just love the way the Bristol is taking that ink.
I gotta do Junior over here in the background. Then I'm gonna add some extra touches with the micron on this. But I just like the way the black just looks. It's just solid and just deep.
That's gonna scan very well.
It's gonna be nutty.
Wow, all that slick inking work with the shaky table. That's some talent.
nah, just the camera's shaky. I don't know if the camera's picking up any of the detail in the background, but like the environment and shit.
I could see that pencils now, yeah.
Like a broken cement wall. The arch and shit. Got little John there. So there's a lot of work still. I'm gonna get busy. I'll just pan through this right here. Show some detail of what I'm doing.
So next there'll be like a character placed there, as we could see with the pencils. That's John Cordova.
Yeah, little John right there approaching. That's his head, back of his head looking out. Yeah, this page is coming along. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
Nice, right?
I like that a lot.
See, it's still wet.
Very wet. I could tell it's like a mirror. Yeah.
You see the top panel?
That's looking very good. I like the use of black in that top panel as well.
Yeah, man. So then
I can almost see that starting to be colored.
So this page is pretty good. This page is decent.
That's coming out. I would say that's the best ink page so far that I've seen from us, but I haven't seen in person a lot of your ink.
Yeah, I did some more fucking detail on Caliban's face up here. I don't know if you can tell.
Did you add white? Did you use a white?
No white.
Looking good.
Looking good, right? Coolio, man.
Like when issue 3 comes out, we're gonna have issues 1 and 2 available again, because issue 1 and 2 sold out, and now we're gonna reprint for when issue 3 comes out. Be on the lookout on this channel and follow us here also on Instagram, albatross_junction on Instagram, and we'll usually post when this stuff is about to happen. So when the Indiegogo launches, it'll be like a 60-day campaign probably. You could get issues 1, issue 2, and the new issue 3. It's probably gonna happen pretty soon. Subscribe right here to Comic Book Creation Live and get the latest info on Albatross Junction.
Nice fucking narration too, man. You deserve a show.